Hello guys. So let us continue yung ating lecture sa gears. Okay? So arcs and angles. Okay, ano ba yung mga arcs and angles na involved sa gears? Okay? So meron tayong tinatawag na arc of action, mga yan. And then arc of approach, arc of recess. Okay? So dito, yung point A natin dito, yan yung point na kung saan unang nag-contact yung dalawang ngipin. Okay? Then, itong solid line natin, ito, yan. Yan yung dalawang gear na kung saan yan yung time na sila ay nag-first contact. And then, itong ano naman natin dito, yung broken line, ito yung time na kung saan last na nag-contact yung dalawang ngipin. Okay? Then we have dito, ito yung ating driver and then ito naman yung ating driven. So yung rotation niya is ito is counter and then clockwise naman yung ating driven. Okay? Yung tinatawag na arc of action, kung mapapansin natin, itong circle na ito yung arc na ito actually yung yung radius nito is equal doon sa radius ng pitch circle ng driver. Then ito namang circle na ito naman yung ito na mismo yung circle pitch circle ng driven. Okay? Ayan. So now, doon sa ngipin na ito, andun si point C. Si C. Ayan. Take note si A tsaka doon si C. So magkaiba yan. Itong si A, ito yung point of contact ng dalawang ngipin. And then yung C naman, nandito mismo banda sa intersection ng pitch circle ng driver tsaka doon sa may profile ng ngipin. So yung point C na to, papunta doon kay P, itong arc na yan, itong arc na to yan. Ang tawag natin dyan ay arc of approach. Kaya nga sinabing arc of approach kasi papunta pa lang dito sa may pitch point, sa may P. So from C to P, yan yung arc na yan. Yan yung arc of approach. And then from point P naman, papunta dun sa E. Ito naman yung arc of recess ng driver. Okay? Sa kabila naman, so from D, ito, papunta doon kay P, arc DP. So yan naman yung arc of approach ng driven. And then P to F. So yan naman yung arc of recess ng driven. Okay? Ayan. So yan yung arcs. Ano pa ba? Yung angle. Yung sampala, yung sampala ng arc of approach tsaka arc ng recess. So yan yung tinatawag na arc of action. Okay? Yan. Arcs and angles. Yung angles naman, itong P, itong P na ito, ang tawag naman natin dyan ay yung angle of action. Okay? Yan. Kung magdodrawing ka ng ng line from C papunta dito and then Q4 to E. So yan yung angle of action. And then yung alpha tsaka beta, ito yung angle of approach and then angle of recess. Okay? Ayan. Then dito sa driven naman, yun naman yung kanyang corresponding na angles. Okay? Then yung line natin na ito, line from itong line na ito, ayan. Tawag natin dito ay path of contact. I-connect natin yung A doon kay B. So yan yung path of contact. Okay? As long as dapat yan dadaanan yung P. Kung hindi madadaanan yung P, hindi yan magiging path of contact. Meron tayong law na sinusunod para dyan. Okay, so yan yung path of contact. Okay, yung measurement natin, kung i-measure natin yung from A to B, so yan yung line of line of action, path of contact, ano pa nga ba yung kapag may measure natin to. Nakalimutan ko na yung tawag diyan, yung measurement niyan. Anyway, makikita natin siguro yan mamaya, no? Then we have also theta. Yung theta naman na to, ang tawag natin dito ay pressure angle or angle of obliquity. So, check natin dito sa mga susunod kung meron yan. Okay. Since the arcs of action on both gears must be equal, so parehas daw yung dapat na arc of action ng dalawang gear. The angles of the arc of action must be inversely proportional to the radii. Therefore, okay, so parang ano lang naman to, no? Yung formula natin doon sa N, no? Okay? O N. So isipin mo na lang N ng driver over N ng driven equals tot on driven over tit on gear. O, yung angle of action. Okay? So, take note ang equal dito ay yung arc of action ang equal. Ayan. Sige. Yung path of contact naman, ayun, na-explain ko na kanina. Line drawn through all the points of contact at which they touch each other. In this case, the line APB is called the path of contact. Kasi nga, ano dito, so lahat ng ngipin, yung kung iikutin natin tong gear na ito, siyempre iikot din to, yung point of contact dadaanan to. So di ba A yan? So lahat ng A dadaan dito. Parang ganon. Yan. Okay. The path of contact. This may be straight line or curve. In our case, straight line yung nakadrawing natin. Depending upon the nature of the curves which forms the tooth outlines. Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na ano dito involute, conjugate, mga ganyan. So yun yung classification kung paano or yung pagkakagawa ng profile ng ngipin. Ito, yan. So yun. So yung sinasabi na tooth outlines. In all properly constructed gears, the pitch point is point P is 1 point on the path of contact. Ayan. Sige. So, sabi ko nga, dadaanan yung point P na yan. So, kahit hindi man ito straight line, okay, dadaanan si point P. Yung pressure angle, the angle between the line drawn through the pitch point, okay, ito, perpendicular to the line of centers. Ito yung line of centers natin. Ayan yung line of centers. From the pitch point to the point where a pair of teeth are in contact is called the pressure angle or the angle of obliquity. Ito yung sinasabi niya na where a pair of teeth are in contact. Dito naman kasi nagko-contact yung point of contact ng dalawang gear. Ayan. Okay, so ito, drawing natin yung perpendicular line sa my line of centers and then ito. Ayan. So, yan yung tinatawag na pressure angle. So, magagamit natin yung pressure angle later on na yan kapag nasa machine design na kayo. Okay, ito yung sinasabi kong law kanina. The curves which form the profile of the teeth on a pair of gear may, in theory at least, have any form whatever, provided they conform to the fundamental law. The line drawn from the pitch point to the point where the teeth are in contact must be perpendicular to a line drawn through the point of contact tangent to the curves of the teeth. That is, the common normal to the tooth curves at all points of contact must pass through the pitch point. So, parang magulo, no? Sige, explain na lang natin dito. This is illustrated in figure 6. Ito. The teeth in the full line position touch each other at A. Ito. So, ito yung ating point of contact. Yung first point of contact. For example, no? Ayan. Okay. That is, the curves are tangent to each other at this point. Yan, yung itong curve na sinasabi niya, ito yung curve. And then, ito naman yung curve ng driven. And then, yung ito, yung ST na yan or TS, yan yung tangent line. Kasi nga, yung A na yan yung point of tangency ng dalawang curve na yan. Okay? The line ST drawn tangent to the two curves at A. The curves must be made so that this tangent line is perpendicular to the line drawn A to P. So kung mapapansin natin, yung ST is perpendicular kay line APB. Ganun din dito. So lahat yan, no? So kahit saan natin i-locate yung mga ngipin na ito, kung paikutin natin, susundin nila yung itong line. Madaming line actually yan, no? Yan, daming, siyempre dalawa lang yung dinowing. Ayan, lahat ng mga line na yan ay perpendicular dito sa line APB. Ayan. Yun yung sinasabi niya dun sa law. Okay? Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na forms ng profile. Conjugate, involute, cycloid, or a combination of 2 and 3. In any case, sabi niya, the fundamental law stated above must be satisfied. Ayan, yung mga tangent lines natin. Perpendicular doon sa path of contact. Tsaka dadaan doon kay pitch point. Okay. Ito naman kung paano yung involute ng circle, involute of a circle. Okay. Anyway, mag-provide na lang ako ng YouTube. Sasend na lang ako ng YouTube sa ating GC para mas maintindihan niyo yung tinatawag na involute of a circle. Then, ito naman kung paano siya construct. So, mag-send din ako doon sa GC natin kung paano gawin yan. Ito, example lang naman ito. Tsaka na lang kapag nasa na tayo. Then, normal pitch. Ano ba yung tinatawag na normal pitch? The normal pitch is, for involute gears ito the normal pitch is the distance from one tooth to the corresponding side of the next tooth measured on the common normal CC1. Or sa may, asan yung CC1 dito? Ito, or sa may path of contact. Ito yun, yung path of contact. Normal pitch, sinasabi niya. Parang ano lang yan, kung yung circular pitch natin, si KK1, no? Si KK1 yung ating circular pitch. Ayan. Ngayon, yung normal pitch naman natin, ito, from C1. Kung di ako nagkakamali, i-multiply mo ata yung circular pitch, yung PC ng cosine ng pressure angle, yun si CC1. Check natin dito. Okay? From the method of generating the curves, this distance is constant and is equal to the distance between the corresponding sides of the adjacent measured on the base circle KK1 figure 13. Equal pala yon. Okay, equal. So, yung arc KK1 tsaka yung line CC1 natin is equal. Okay. So, iba, baka siguro yung base, base pitch siguro yung sinasabi ko na multiply natin ng cosine theta. Okay? Yan. Sinatawag na normal pitch. For a pair of gears to continue in mesh, the path of contact must be equal to or greater than the normal pitch. Okay. Balikan natin yung figure natin doon sa path of contact. So na yun, ito na lang yung length of path of contact natin. Ito yung gusto kong sabihin kanina. Yung length of path of contact natin is i-measure mo yung A to B. Okay, measure mo yan, A to B, yan yung length of path of contact. Ngayon, meron siyang sinabi dito sa na sabi niya, the path of contact must be equal or greater than the normal pitch. Ayan, for a pair of gears to continue in mesh, the path of contact must be equal or greater than the normal pitch. So, kung less than siya, hindi siya iikot, no? Okay. relation between the normal pitch and circular pitch. So, tingnan nga natin. Balikan nga natin to. Hindi siya ano. Okay, nagets ko na. Dito dapat yung circular. Ito pala yung circular pitch natin. Yun ay lagyan na lang natin na. Mali pala yung pagkakasabi ko kanina. Lagyan na lang natin ito ng, sabihin na lang natin ito na, ano kayang lagi dito? O A. A na lang to. And then ito naman si A prime. A1 na lang para parehas. A1. Nalito ako doon kanina. Sa may ano pala yon, sa may base circle pala yon, no? A1. Yung KK1 sa may base circle pala yon. Ang pitch circle natin ito. Ito yung ating pitch circle. Okay? So yan. So yung KK1 natin, ito yung tinatawag ata na ano, wala dito base pitch ata to, base pitch yung arc KK1. Tignan natin baka dito mamaya. Yung AA1, yan yung ating circular pitch yung arc AA1, yan yung ating circular pitch. Okay? So kung mapapansin natin, mas mahaba kung i-straight natin yung AA1, kasi arc yan. Compare natin doon sa CC1, mas mahaba yung AA1. Merong relation daw, sabi niya. Tignan natin kung ano yung relation na ito. Referring to the figure 13, let D represent the diameter of the base circle. And then DB, the diameter of the base circle. Asan yun? Ito. DB. O RB naman yung nilagay niya kasi. Okay, RB tsaka R. Ngayon, normal pitch. Okay, PN. And then PC, circular pitch. T is the number of teeth. A is the point where the line of obliquity. Asan yung A dito? Wala naman. Ayun, yung A. Line of obliquity or generating line is tangent to the base circle. Okay? Tangent ito ito yung ating base circle. Ngayon, yung point of tangency, yung line CC1 is tangent kay base circle. Ulitin ko ito yung circle na ito yung tinatawag na base circle. Yan, yung base circle. Para makuha yung yung radius pala ng base circle, multiply mo yung radius ng pitch circle ng cosine ng ito. So, RB equals R cosine ng theta. So, yun yung radius ng base circle. So, itong base circle na ito, and then yung tangent line na ito ay tangent at A. Ayun yung sinasabi niya. Okay? Ngayon, sinasabi lang naman niya. Lalabas yan. Meron dito. Ayun, sabi ko na nga Draw QA. Asan yung QA? Wala naman. Ito, yung QA. Ayun. And produce it to meet at XX. Asan yung XX? Ito. Yung XX line, XX. Yung horizontal line. The tangent to the pitch circle through P. Okay? At W. Asan yung W yun? Yung W natin. The angle AQP. Angle ng Angle ba yung sinasabi niya? Triangle. Tama. Angle AQP is equal to angle ng APW. APW. Okay, tama naman. Is equal to theta. Tama, theta siya. And the triangles APW and AQP are similar. Therefore, tama. So, AQ over QP equals cosine theta. Or in simple terms, ito yung natin, radius ng base circle is equal to yung QP na yan yung radius ng pitch circle. Radius ng pitch circle times cosine ng theta. Ayun, yung gusto niyang sabihin. Kumbaga, pinaliwanag lang niya, no? Para mas maintindihan. Okay? From the definition, normal pitch is equal to, ayun, pi, diameter ng base circle over t, and from equation, PC, and then, okay, sinasabi lang niya na ang normal pitch mo is equal to PC cosine, ayun nga, sinabi ko na kanina pala, na ang PN is equal to PC cosine ng, sinabi ko kanina yan, na ang normal pitch is equal to PC cosine ng theta. Ayan. Then, relation naman ng path of contact and length of arc of action for inbuilt gears. Radius ng base circle, ayun yan, paulit-ulit lang yan. No? Then, arc LK, saan yung arc LK dito? LK. Ito yung L, tsaka K, over arc EG. EG. Ano to? Hindi yung arc dito sa may, L. Base circle to, tapos ito naman yung sa may pitch circle, yung EG. Ito, EG is equal to cosine. Ganun pa rin, no? Kasi nga, yung arc na ito is sa may base circle, or ang radius nito is tawag ito, nakalimutan ko na. Base circle. Ang radius ng circle nito ay equal doon sa RB. And then, ito naman, yung radius naman ng arc EG is equal to doon sa R. So, sinasabi lang niya na yung ratio ng arc LK tsaka yung arc ng EG is equal to cosine theta. Yung arc ng LK natin, nasan yung EG bala muna. Yan yung natin, ano yan? Arc of action ata to. Asan yung, tama. Ito yung arc of action, no? Arc of action ito. Arc EG. Then, ito namang nasa baba. Ito yung sa may EG. Ito. Okay. Sa may base circle to. And, ito ata yung tinatawag na base pitch Wala dito Relation between the length of path of contact and length of arc of action. Okay. Sinasabi lang niya dito na yung natin, arc MS. Saan yung MS? Hindi yan arc. Line MS. Ito yung path of contact MS. Ayan. Divided by arc EG is equal to cosine theta. Or sabihin na lang natin na ang length of path of contact divided by arc of action is equal to cosine ng theta. Ganun lang kasimple. Mas simple. The length of path of contact divided by the arc of action is equal to cosine theta. And then example in the so we will have separate lecture on bevel gears. So thank you for listening.